Let's bring you the top headlines at the moment. India's Prime Minister Narendra Modi calls for collective global efforts to establish governance and standards for artificial intelligence at the AI Action Summit in Paris. In an exclusive interaction with DD India, French Foreign Minister Jean-Noël Barrot says India-France ties have strengthened further with cooperation in sustainable AI. 61 nations, including India, signed the Paris Communique calling for open, ethical and safe AI. US and the UK refused to join in as American VP J.D. Vance opposes over-regulation. And US President Donald Trump alludes that Ukraine may be Russian someday in a TV interview just days ahead of its President Zelensky's America visit. Now, India's Prime Minister Narendra Modi delivered the opening address at the AI Action Summit at the Le Grand Palais in Paris. India is co-chairing the AI Summit with its focus on reshaping industries and redefining the global technological landscape. Its aim is to make an inclusive, safe and trustworthy ecosystem. More than 100 countries are participating to push AI forward faster. Prime Minister Modi said that AI can help transform millions of lives by improving health, education and agriculture. He also said that it can help create a world in which the journey to sustainable development goals becomes easier and faster.
AI can help transform millions of lives by improving health, education, agriculture, and so much more. It can help create a world in which the journey to sustainable development goals becomes easier and faster.
The PM said that there is a need to invest in skilling and reskilling people for an AI-driven future. He also said that job loss is AI's most feared disruption, but history has shown that work does not disappear because of technology.
Loss of jobs is AI's most feared disruption. But history has shown that work does not disappear due to technology. Its nature changes and new types of jobs are created. We need to invest in skilling and reskilling our people for an AI-driven future.
And delivering his closing remarks at this summit, Prime Minister Modi announced that India would host the next AI summit. He also welcomed the decision of setting up an AI foundation.
I welcome the decision to set up the AI Foundation at the Council for Sustainable AI. We must also make the Global Partnership for AI truly global in nature. It should be more inclusive of the global South and its priorities, concerns and needs. To build on the momentum of this Action Summit, India would be happy to host the next summit.
And the Prime Minister also held talks with Estonia's President Ala Taris on the sidelines of the Paris summit. Both sides discussed a wide range of areas of mutual interest. And French President Emmanuel Macron said that the challenge of AI is to master the technology and put it in the service of humanity. He addressed the opening session on day 2 of the AI Action Summit as co-chair in Paris on Tuesday. I believe that this is exactly the challenge that we're facing with artificial intelligence. That is to say, to embrace formidable technological transformations, to succeed in mastering through new computing capacities and profound advances what artificial intelligence is and its implications in many sectors, and to do so in the service of our humanity. And the French president also said that open source AI is the need of the hour, stressing on the importance of Prime Minister Modi's point of making AI accessible to all.
If we want to trust artificial intelligence, we have to have greater and more consolidated quality data. And if we want to have models, we want to have open access, but it has to be multiple access. We're all different. You can see it just looking around the auditorium here. And the example we saw from Prime Minister Modi earlier with the left hand and the right hand, we can see the different models. We want open source models and multiple sorts which reflect our diversity. Transparency of algorithms are key elements to establish trust in artificial intelligence.
Again at the summit, European Commission President Ursula von der Leyen announced a push to channel 200 billion euros in public and private investments into Europe's nascent AI industry.
Computational power requires immediate, substantial financial capital from both public and private. In this context, I welcome the European AI Champions initiative that pledges 150 billion euros from providers, investors and industry. And today I can announce that with our Invest AI initiative, we can top up by 50 billion euros, so thereby we aim to mobilize a total of 200 billion euros for AI investment in Europe.
And representing the US, its Vice President J.D. Vance warned against excessive regulation of artificial intelligence at the summit. He lauded Prime Minister Modi's point of AI making humans more productive.
The Trump administration will maintain a pro-worker growth path for AI, so it can be a potent tool for job creation in the United States. And I appreciate Prime Minister Modi's point. AI, I really believe, will facilitate and make people more productive. It is not going to replace human beings. It will never replace human beings. AI, we believe, is going to make us more productive, more prosperous, and more free.
Now, the United States and Britain have declined to sign the Paris AI Summit's declaration or communique on inclusive and sustainable artificial intelligence, while 61 countries, including China, France, Germany and India, pledged to ensure AI remains transparent, ethical and secure. The UK cited national interest as its reason for opting out. The US has also refrained from signing, raising questions about global AI governance. And French Foreign Minister Jean-Noël Barrot has spoken exclusively with DD India's Tapas Bhattacharya. Let's listen to what the minister said about the progress of India-French ties, especially in the field of artificial intelligence.
Both countries have, congratulations first for this AI summit. Both countries have shown that AI summit can be done, and the camaraderie and the bonhomie between both the leaders are amazing. How do you see both countries taking it forward?
So France and India have a very strong relationship, and technology and artificial intelligence are a key element of this strategic partnership. And this is why we're very grateful for India and Prime Minister Modi to have accepted to co-chair this summit, which is the largest ever organized on the topic of AI.
So he spoke about Global South and time for AI to move towards providing it for other people also who don't have that access. How do you see France looking ahead for that?
We share the same view. We think there is a third path between an AI that would be controlled by governments, AI that would be controlled by very large big tech companies. We think that there is a third path that relies on open technology, sustainable technology that can provide for welfare enhancement for the people of the world.
Well, India and France forging ahead with their relationship with future technologies, and still to come on DD India Live. The third edition of India Energy Week gets underway in the national capital, Delhi. And an exclusive report on athletes hailing from rural India succeeding at larger platforms.
हो गया इंतजाम।
किसका?
गुड्डी की फीस का।
दिखा। 20,000 का लोन तुरंत। पता है कौन दे रहा है, ब्याज कितना है? लोन विनियमित संस्थानों से ही लें और कर्ज उतना जितनी जरूरत, वो भी जांच कर। हो गया इंतजाम। पगार एडवांस में भेजिए।
आरबीआई कहता है,
सही वित्तीय बर्ताव करे आपका बचाव।
पढ़ता है, खेलता है, झूलता उछलता है, दौड़ता कभी कभी दौड़ कराता है, आगे आगे बढ़ता है इंडिया, अमूल दूध पीता है इंडिया।
Welcome back. You're watching DD India Live. I'm Gautam Roy. US President Donald Trump has suggested that Ukraine may be Russian someday, as Vice President J.D. Vance prepares to meet Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky later this week in Washington, D.C. Trump's remarks came during a televised interview where he reiterated his push to end the nearly 3-year-long conflict with Russia. Trump also emphasized reaping a return on investment with U.S. aid to Ukraine, suggesting a trade for Kyiv's natural resources such as rare earth minerals. A Ukrainian drone strike has damaged an industrial facility in Russia's Saratov region on Tuesday, according to the local governor. A Ukrainian official claimed that the attack targeted a Russian oil refinery. Saratov governor Roman Busargin confirmed there were no casualties but did not specify which facility was hit. Russia's defense ministry said that its air defenses destroyed 40 Ukrainian drones overnight, including 18 over Saratov. Meanwhile, a Russian attack in Ukraine's central Poltava region damaged Ukrainian natural gas production facilities. Poltava's regional military administration said that 9 settlements in the Mehorod district had been left without gas. U.S. Secretary of Defense Pete Hegseth has arrived in the German city of Stuttgart on Tuesday, beginning a week-long trip to Europe. Hegseth is expected to visit the U.S. European Command and the U.S. Africa Command headquarters and also meet senior military leaders during his visit to Germany. The U.S. Defense Secretary is also likely to travel to Belgium to attend the NATO Defense Ministerial as well as the Ukraine Defense Contact Group meeting later. United Nations humanitarian officials have said on Tuesday that aid flows into Gaza had increased significantly since a ceasefire deal took effect on the 19th of last month, including for items such as tents that had previously faced Israeli restrictions. Israel, however, denies any allegations that it has stopped certain supplies, including tent poles, from entering Gaza. The UN has stressed on the importance of continuation of these aid contingents to Gaza.
That we have been able to scale up humanitarian operations significantly with food, medical and shelter supply and other aid during this ceasefire period. And we, of course, reiterate and echo the voices that it is imperative that this continues and can continue to be expanded and made sustainable.
Back home in India, while replying to a discussion in the lower house of Parliament, that is the Lok Sabha, Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman said the Indian economy is expected to grow by 6.4%, according to the first advance estimate from the National Statistical Office.
First advanced estimates from NSO have come in. India's economy is expected to grow by 6.4% in real terms and by 9.7% in nominal terms. So during the current financial year, this is the picture which we want to present before you. The inflation trends, particularly food inflation, appears to be moderating.
India is taking centre stage in the global energy dialogue as it hosts India Energy Week 2025, a 4-day landmark event poised to redefine the future of energy. With record-breaking participation and a strong focus on sustainability, innovation and collaboration, the third edition of India Energy Week promises to be bigger than ever. DD India's Akshay Dongre reports from New Delhi.
India Energy Week 2025 is more than just a conference. It's a global energy powerhouse bringing together leaders, innovators and policymakers from across the world. With over 70,000 delegates, 700 plus exhibitors and participation from 120 countries, this event is set to shape the future of energy as we know it. Prime Minister Narendra Modi inaugurated the 4-day event and addressed the global energy community, highlighting India's commitment to clean energy, innovation and investment.
भारत की एनर्जी एम्बिशंस 5 पिलर्स पर खड़ी है। हमारे पास रिसोर्सेज हैं। दूसरा, हम अपने ब्रिलियंट माइंड्स को इनोवेट करने के लिए प्रोत्साहित कर रहे हैं। तीसरा, हमारे पास इकोनॉमिक स्ट्रेंथ है। चौथा, भारत के पास स्ट्रैटेजिक ज्योग्राफी है। और पांचवा, भारत ग्लोबल सस्टेनेबिलिटी के लिए कमिटेड है।
Prime Minister Modi also highlighted India's key green targets: 500 gigawatt of renewable energy by 2030, 5 million metric tons of green hydrogen production, and 19% ethanol blending, which is reducing emissions and boosting farmer incomes.
साल 2030 तक हम 500 गीगावाट रिन्यूएबल एनर्जी कैपेसिटी ऐड करना चाहते हैं। साल 2030 तक हम हर साल 5 मिलियन मेट्रिक टन ग्रीन हाइड्रोजन कर सके, ये हमारा लक्ष्य है।
PM Modi also spoke about India's expanding hydrocarbon sector with policy reforms like the open acreage licensing policy and a 20% expansion in refining capacity, making India the 4th largest refining hub globally. Demonstrating India's strides in sustainable mobility, Energy Minister Hardeep Singh Puri, along with foreign energy ministers, participated in a symbolic hydrogen bus ride. This initiative showcased India's progress in clean transportation technologies and its commitment to reducing carbon emission in line with global climate goals.
You know, if you look at what you say, if you move away from fossil fuels totally, what will your refineries do? They make petchem. As it is, India's consumption, our average consumption is 1/3 of the global average.
The IEW 2025 is hosting 100 strategic sessions and technical conferences. The event features 90 CEOs from global energy giants like BP, Total Energies and EDNOC, along with over 20 foreign energy ministers, making it a true global gathering. As India races towards becoming a developed economy by 2047, energy remains at the core of that growth engine. And here at Yashobhumi, India is also making huge strides towards making that fast growth a sustainable one as well. With camera person Radhe Krishna Tiwari, I'm Akshay Dongre, TD India.
India's Defence Minister Rajnath Singh has called upon the global defence industrial community to join India in the co-development and co-production of advanced systems, emphasizing that the present global security scenario demands innovative approaches and stronger partnerships. He made the remarks while addressing the Defence Ministers' conclave in the southern Indian city of Bengaluru on the sidelines of the 15th Aero India. DD India's Vishal Baristo reports.
On the second day of Aero India 2025, India's Defence Minister Rajnath Singh highlighted the new challenges posed by cyberspace and space technologies.
Increasing number of conflicts is making our world a more unpredictable place. New power plays, new methods and new means of weaponization, increased role of the non-state actors and the disruptive technologies have made the world order more fragile. At the same time, distinction between security of the borders and the internal security is getting blurred as hybrid warfare can target critical national infrastructure even during the peace time. The definition of front line is changing fast today. Moreover, the dimensions of cyberspace and outer space are challenging the established definition of sovereignty.
Defence Minister Singh added that disruptive technologies such as AI, quantum computing, hypersonic weapons and directed energy are transforming the character of warfare, creating new vulnerabilities. He pointed out that international order and peace cannot be ensured from a position of weakness.
And we have put in place a very conducive policy regime which encourages investment and production of an entire range of modern state-of-the-art land and maritime and air systems. India's emergence as a global hub for research, development and innovation in defense is a testament to our capability and aspiration.
India's Defence Minister said that the country possesses a vibrant defence startup ecosystem which has the third largest number of unicorns in the world. He highlighted the unparalleled opportunities for collaboration offered by the thriving Indian aerospace and defence sectors, supported by a significant R&D base and an entrepreneurial spirit.
India does not believe in transactional relationships. We believe in mutual capacity building. With these words, the Defence Minister of India, Rajnath Singh, has invited the friendly countries to co-develop and co-produce advanced systems in India. With video journalist Sika Shok in Bangalore, this is Vishal Baristo for DD India.
Let's talk some sports now. And at India's national games in Uttarakhand, 3 girls from a small town in the neighbouring state of Uttar Pradesh have made history. Anushka won the gold, Tanya claimed the silver and Nandini took bronze in the women's hammer throw. Their journey began at Sri Krishna Inter College in Baliani, a ground that has nurtured many international athletes. Here's an exclusive report by DD India's Narayan Singh on how athletes hailing from rural India are now gaining recognition in various sporting disciplines.
In a historic feat at the National Games, 3 girls from Baghpat in Uttar Pradesh dominated in women's hammer throw event. Anushka clinched gold, Tanya took silver and Nandini secured bronze medal. Their journey began at Sri Krishna Inter College Baliani, a training ground that has produced several international athletes. Their success reflects a larger shift in Indian sports. Small towns and villages, once overlooked, are now producing champions. Athletes like Neeraj Chopra from Khandra and Mirabai Chanu from Nongpur Kangshing have shown that talent thrives beyond metros.
मैं बहुत ज़्यादा खुश हूँ आज इसलिए क्योंकि मेरा गोल्ड आया इसलिए भी खुश हूँ मेरे पापा मुझे कराते हैं यहाँ तक पहुँचाई मेरे पापा ने तो इसलिए बहुत ज़्यादा खुश हूँ आज मैं
यहाँ पे इतनी अच्छी हमें फैसिलिटीज़ दी गई है हमें सिंगल रूम भी प्रोवाइड किया गया है हमारा डाइट का भी इतना अच्छा यहाँ पे है कि सब खाने का रहने का सब गवर्नमेंट के द्वारा इतना अच्छा है तो अभी ये लगता है कि इतना सपोर्ट स्पोर्ट्स में अगर पहले से मिलता तो पहले मेडल आने शुरू हो जाते लेकिन अभी आ रहे हैं.
Government initiatives have played a major role. Khelo India, TOPS and state-run academies provide financial aid, coaching and infrastructure. More stadiums and training centers are coming up in rural areas.
तो सबसे बड़ी खुशी की बात यह है तीनों बेटी हमारी बागपत के श्री कृष्णा इंटर कॉलेज बालियानी के ग्राउंड की छात्रा हैं बस ऐसे ही सिंपल ग्राउंड है और उसी में बच्चे मेहनत करते हैं और वहाँ पे बाहर के बच्चे भी प्रैक्टिस कर रहे हैं अब इनको देख देख के दूर के बच्चे भी वहाँ पे आने लगे हैं प्रैक्टिस के लिए.
India's sporting rise is no longer confined to big cities. Small towns and villages are now at the heart of the nation's success story. With government initiatives and a growing sports culture, young athletes from remote areas are finding the platform they deserve.
Their journey is not just about winning medals, it's about breaking barriers, redefining possibilities, and inspiring future generations. As India strengthens its sports ecosystem, the dream of becoming a global sporting powerhouse no longer seems distant. The next Olympic and world champions may well emerge from the very fields where today's rising stars first picked up their sport. With camera person Uttam, Narayan Singh, DD India, Dehradun.
And that's all we have for this edition of DD India Live. Let us know your thoughts on the news of the day. And you can get all the latest news and updates on the DD India mobile app. It's available on both Android and iOS. You can scan the QR code on the screen and download the app right away. And we'll be back with more news as it breaks here on DD India. I'm Gautam Roy, and from all of us here in Delhi, thanks for watching DD India Live.